Well, hello. Welcome to Pop and Heat, episode 45. I'm Kier.
And I'm Leash, and welcome to your new favorite wrestling podcast.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hi, episode 45.
Feels big.
Yeah. I think 50 is going to feel like a big one, you know?
I agree.
Yeah.
I'll be a little excited for that one.
50 episodes.
Yeah.
We're coming up quick.
Yeah, you got an email from something that said, congratulations, most podcasts don't go this far. So that's kind of cool.
Yes.
Wonder what the reasons are for that.
I don't know.
Just not having as much fun.
I think people can't find their flow. I mean, one of the things that I had read when we first started doing this is that people don't really find their format until a year in. I mean, you and I are still slightly evolving it.
We're still trying to figure it out.
I would say over the first year, it really took a lot of big changes for us to figure out what kind of flow we liked. So
yeah, well, initially you have to learn what's working and what's not, and sort of be able to react to that and be okay with it, right? I think you got to allow yourself some flexibility and yeah. Anyways.
I think some people get discouraged with all of that if it's not working. You and I were talking about this the other day, and at the end of the day, we do this for the fun of it, and that keeps us going.
Yep.
You know, it's not really
fun
about
fun is our fuel.
That's cheesy as that sounds.
It's true. Yep.
Yeah.
So what's on the docket tonight?
Okay, we're coming out of a very busy weekend. We had SmackDown, Elimination Chamber, and Raw this past weekend. So I picked out a few things of SmackDown and Raw, just a few important things that happened on those two shows. And then Elimination Chamber will do a little bit more of a recap because there's only like 5 things that happened during Elimination Chamber, 4 matches and a special event, we'll call it. A special reveal. So we'll go through those things because we can talk about how our predictions fared out. And then, of course, top of the pop, hottest of the heat, and the social.
Let's go.
All right, let's get into it. Friday Night SmackDown. Okay, first up, we open this episode with Jey Uso having been attacked, being taken away by ambulance.
Yeah. Everybody. I mean, well, there's like 4 people we knew, but then like 37 that we didn't.
Yeah.
And
they pulled a bunch of the crowd in, I think, to be extras.
All huddled in, having very loud conversations with one another. Very concerned.
Everyone yelling at each other.
Yeah, it was a scene.
Yeah. So someone has attacked Jey Uso, and he can no longer fight in the Elimination Chamber. And, I mean, this plays right into what we talked about on our episode last week when he won the qualifier. Admittedly, likely because Bronson Reed got unexpectedly injured. We were like, how are they going to work this? It doesn't make sense to have him in there. We got too many baby faces. We're full of baby faces. And instantly on SmackDown, they figured it out how to get him out of that Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, I mean, it was a bit of an abrupt and, a little rough around the edges plan, but they got it done.
Yeah.
Found a way to get some heel in there.
That's right. Yeah. So then that sets up a qualifier event during this episode of SmackDown.
Yeah, right away.
Between Logan Paul and Jacob Fatu, which was the main event of this episode.
So. Yeah, and I said get some heel in there. I keep forgetting that Fatu's like back to being a face. So there was the potential of him being in there.
That's true.
Another baby face of sorts. I mean, he's somewhere in the middle, I guess.
Yeah. Next, Matt Cardona and Carmelo Hayes. They have a match, and you have a lot of thoughts on this. Matt Cardona loses to Carmelo Hayes in this match, and you were not happy.
No, and I mean, don't get me wrong. I think Carmelo Hayes is awesome. I've really come around on him. I think he's quite good. He's had a bunch of shining moments recently, and I don't think that it's a big deal to toss this belt around.
Yeah.
They don't have to keep it for months at a time.
It
shouldn't be what that belt is about. And Cardona, he's awesome. Okay, this is an LA Knight-esque kind of character. There's a lot of potential if you use him right. And out of the gate, they have not found a way to use him right at all. They're just blowing it with him. They give him a win over Kit Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
And then steadily from there, he's like lost everything. He even lost like a group tag match, with Ilya Dragunov. And it was it's just getting a bit ridiculous. Like, why did you take him away from this life where he was a big deal and enjoying himself to bring him in and basically just crush his career?
Yeah.
I don't really understand what's going on there. And you have him lose to Carmelo, this mid-card champ. Where does his story go? How do you make anything compelling from there? If he can't even beat this guy, what are you going to do with him?
Yeah, why even bother having that match, really?
Yeah. Why did you bring him back?
Yeah.
Just so Chelsea's hubby can be around? I don't, you're wasting this, tremendous potential, I think. He's got a lot of character to him. He's got a ton of size. He's a decent in-ring performer. Like, I don't know. They should have threw him this one. Maybe give it back to Carmelo in a couple weeks, but like, don't just keep handing Cardona loss after loss after loss when he's, just come back. The whole thing feels off.
I mean, and I was just going to say, to your point, like they could have given it back to Carmelo Hayes. I certainly think that having Matt Cardona win this would have given more opportunity for storyline for both himself and Carmelo Hayes. I mean, what's happening? Nothing's happening with Carmelo Hayes right now. He's kind of stagnant.
Just fighting Ilya Dragunov every week, or trying to. Yeah. It's an opportunity wasted, I think.
Unfortunate.
But, I'm often wrong, so maybe something happens and I'm wowed. I don't know.
We're always changing it up on us. Who knows? Next item on SmackDown, we got some new tag champs, new women's tag champs.
Yeah, and if we had have known that this was going to happen, that would have definitely factored, into our predictions. So, yeah, Rhea not being a tag team champion would have definitely played, more of a role in what we chose or how we thought Elimination Chamber would go.
And the main reason we didn't think that she would be a contender for Elimination Chamber is because she's had such a good thing going in the tag division with Io. It's been a really good matchup, the two of them, and we thought there could be a possibility to kind of extend them as champions into WrestleMania, throw Nia and Lash Legend in there, throw Charlotte and Alexa in there, maybe have a 6-woman tag match. That was kind of the direction we thought it was going in. But yeah, Rhea and Io losing to Nia and Lash Legend really threw a wrench in the whole thing, because then Rhea opened up for singles success.
Yeah, which they love to give her.
Of course they do, yeah.
And I mean, that whole thing is a little odd to me. Like, Io's beaten her every time that they've wrestled. So why does Rhea get the big show and now Io's going to have to go for, the mid-card title?
I wonder what's going to happen with Rhea and Io right now, because it kind of feels like they just started their journey. They put out merch recently, and then now they've had them lose. Rhea's going to go on to push as a single again. Like, is that just going away now? It seems odd.
Yeah, it sure does.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll see.
It was too much too fast.
Yeah. Nia Jax and Lash Legend, new women's tag team champs.
Yeah. Heel champs are fun. So,
That is fun. I love that Nia is a champ. I mean, just separate from this whole conversation, it's probably not the way I think it should have gone, but I like Nia Jax being a champ. I'm not super sold on Lash Legend yet. She's okay. But Nia Jax is great.
Well, I kind of wish that Rio, let's just call it Rio, I wish that their, demise came with some tension and built another feud between them, and then maybe give Rhea the win over Io in a big match. I don't know, but
yeah, they could have done more with it, I think. Lastly, to note on SmackDown, the Logan Paul Jacob Fatu match. Logan Paul wins this.
Yeah.
And we get a Vision member in Elimination Chamber, which is how it should have been.
Yeah, all thanks to a masked man.
Yeah. And exciting for Logan Paul, because it likely should have been Bronson Reed.
Yeah. This all kind of worked out pretty cool, and it left us wondering who the hell was this kid under the mask. Right?
Yeah. So they ripped off his mask, and we were like, who's this guy? Nobody knew who he was.
They just drag him away.
And this was I mean, I really don't think any of this was planned ahead of time. This was a last minute fix for what had happened with Bronson Reed, but it did seem to fit well with their culmination of the masked people.
Yeah, well, it's not people yet. You're getting ahead of it.
I know, but most people have watched.
You've likely seen.
I think you've seen it, but.
And I mean, I guess it wasn't really thanks to this masked man, but he caused, the initial chaos, and then Drew came and hit Fatu in the head with the belt, and Logan is on his way.
Yeah.
Chamber
cool.
we go.
Yeah, pretty cool. Logan Paul, I was going to put this in the social, but I didn't. And I won't get too far into it because it has to do with, it recapped a lot of Elimination Chamber and Raw. But Logan Paul on his own, like, YouTube channel vlog, which I know that's like a huge thing for him. And I have not really watched him too much on there, the odd clip. But we watched, 15-minute video that he posted, and it was kind of other stuff going on in his life, like all of his Pokemon collecting and his other businesses. But it kind of followed him through this past weekend, like SmackDown, Elimination Chamber, and Raw, and it was pretty cool.
Explains a little more why he's always got an entourage around him, right?
Yeah.
Because they're filming for all of this content that he does. And he's got this new Rip It website he's promoting too. Like, this guy's everywhere. He's pretty smart.
Yeah.
I gotta say it.
Well, and you were saying, like, with all of his other stuff going on, and he makes so much money off of all of it, he really doesn't need to be doing WWE. He obviously does it because he likes it. It's not really something I'm sure he makes a ton of money off of it too, but I don't think it's necessary to his livelihood.
No, not like anybody else, really. It's, I think it speaks to his passion for it, and for me, it makes you like him more. And if you don't, he's probably the most, besides Gunther, who is just really that heel you love to hate, but he is like the only guy that I can think that is just a real life character that came in and just kept being that same character and got that heel heat so genuinely. It's wild, there's nobody else like that.
Yeah.
And I've really come to appreciate it. It's a neat thing for sure.
And let's move into Elimination Chamber.
Let's.
So it was a bookend. We opened with the women's Elimination Chamber, ended with the men's Elimination Chamber.
Yep.
We've already alluded to this, but Rhea Ripley does win the women's Elimination Chamber match. Now, this was a wild ride, okay? Especially for us because we are big Raquel fans. She was not our prediction to win, but that being said we would have been excited for her to win, but we didn't think she was going to win. But she owned this show. I mean,
jumped off the couch at one point. Couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, she was wiping the floor with them. And I started to think, well, like, if you think about it, like, they've really been building her story over the last couple months. And, like, it's really started to feel like they're doing something with her, And I was buying into it. I was like, maybe this is it. Maybe...
man, it was exciting.
Triple H is crazy. He could just go in that direction if you wanted, and I would have loved it.
Yeah.
But
I think I posted some TikToks of us live watching the Elimination Chamber, and a lot of this match was in one of the videos, and I caught more of it that I didn't get to post, but we were on the edge of our seats, and we were freaking out the whole time. I really enjoyed this match. I enjoyed really not knowing what was going to happen. And I enjoyed the success of Raquel during this match because she really cemented herself as a powerhouse.
Yeah, everybody's reaction to her after the chamber was really, really positive. I mean, everybody's thinking like she really made a name for herself in this, and big things are to come for her.
Yeah.
There's no way that this doesn't open up some doors for her in the coming year.
Yeah, for sure. We predicted Tiffany Stratton to win this. We thought she would have been the obvious choice to go up against Jade. Given it would be their rematch. Rhea's also a great contender for Jade, but we thought Rhea was focused on the tag team right now.
I mean, Rhea probably is the better contender.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, she is more ripped than Tiffy.
Yeah.
If we're being honest,
Well, you've got Monster versus Monster now.
Exactly. Yeah. And, Rhea did a good job beating Tiffy up there at the end, smashed her face up pretty good.
Yeah, there's one moment where you're like, there go her teeth again. But she actually looked like she broke her nose. She was bleeding quite a bit. But yeah, if you're keeping track, we were 0 for 1 so far on predictions. Next matchup, we had Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee for the Intercontinental title. AJ Lee gets Becky to tap out with your favoriteest move ever.
It's ridiculous. I don't want to waste too much time talking about it because it doesn't even deserve it. But it's a terrible move. I don't care what people think. There's no way. Just the way that it's set up. I mean, if it was done properly, there's potential for there to be like tension on that arm being pulled the other way, but she doesn't do it properly. The other arm is just sitting with no tension, so she could just turn around and lose it's ridiculous. Okay, like a move should be believable, and that one is not. And for Becky to have tapped out to it now, technically 4 times, because she tapped out twice in this match, just it's ridiculous. Becky is a hell of a heel, though.
Yeah.
This whole match, she played the heel role to a T, just every step of it. And that is what I'm pretty sure is building to a feud between her and Jessica Carr. Jessica Carr is coming.
Oh,
to
yeah,
wrestle.
you were saying this. Yes.
She's going to switch from ref to wrestler. It's happening. And I'm pretty sure in this era of Becky Lynch, she's going to be all about, helping to uplift the new generation. And I think this will be part of that. So, yeah, that is kind of a cool off note for this. But AJ Lee as the new champ, she's just giving me that line, your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler. Like, no.
Yeah.
You're not my favorite wrestler. The fact that you might be anyone's is absurd to me.
We are not AJ Lee fans, but
character.
That's what it is.
Not into it.
And if you're keeping track, again, we predicted Becky Lynch, so we are 0 for 2 so far.
Yeah. I was on a roll for a bit there, and I'm just really slumping. It's bad.
Next, we had the CM Punk versus Finn Balor match. We thought this one was pretty obvious, and it was.
Incredibly predictable, like, to a staggering degree, like to the point where I knew not only was Finn going to lose, but it was going to just be like a character building thing for him, where he's going to change his ways and it's going to cause friction for the Judgment Day, which is the thing that I've been waiting for feels like a year and a half now. Yeah, it was a good match. These guys are good wrestlers. Finn Balor, oh my God, he's amazing. But this feud's going to happen, and I think that he will probably bring back the Demon in a match against Dirty Dom.
Yeah. I definitely see that tension building into something. That will be the next storyline as he leaves the Judgment Day, and I think that will be cool. I actually have something in the social to note on that, so we'll get to that. But I do think you're correct in that. I do think this match was kind of silly, other than, I guess, to build that road for Finn Balor. But having something so predictable, I mean, they've already announced the match for CM Punk and Roman Reigns, so I don't know. It seemed odd, but
yeah. So
CM Punk wins. So at least we got one prediction right here so far.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're 1 for 3.
Yeah, the one that had a match already announced after. We got that one right.
The one that was super obvious, we got correct. Okay, next on Elimination Chamber, they revealed what was in the crate. So first of all, nothing was in the crate, really. The crate ended up being a doorway. Second of all, it was a person, but they weren't living in the crate. So I kind of was right.
Yeah, I mean, what are we doing here?
Yeah. We both were watching this and we were like, who is this? Now, I will preface this because I posted a video of us reacting to this and we're like, who is this? What's going on? We don't know this person. As we've said many times, we only watch WWE main roster stuffs. We don't watch AEW. So we had no clue who this guy was.
No, and to assume that everyone would is, I think, a bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I don't like feeling insulted. Let's be real. There was a crate there for a month.
Yeah.
It went back and forth. This was not a crate. This was
a doorway.
Like, why did...
Yeah. And to be fair, some people on our TikTok video did, or a person anyway, said they were excited. They know who he is. They were excited to have him there. That being said, they think this actually ruined his entry into WWE because so many people were expecting it to be something relating to a current storyline. Like, is it going to be something to do with Gunther? Is it, people thought it would be something to do with current storyline. It wasn't. And that in itself was a bit of a letdown and kind of put a negative shine on his entry into WWE.
Yeah, totally. You could have brought him in a way that didn't feel as disappointing.
Yeah.
Or disappointing at all. I mean, you did it in a better way.
Exactly.
It was a flop.
Yeah. A flop.
In our very humble opinion.
Yeah, in our unexpert opinion. Lastly, Elimination Chamber. We had the men's Elimination Chamber match. This was a big, exciting match. So many masked men's running around.
They were everywhere.
Yeah, masked men's everywhere.
I think we should wear black hoodies and masks to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I feel like we're going to get a lot of attention if we do.
I don't know if you can run around in a ski mask and a hood, but...
Well, you just wear the black hoodie in with the mask in your pocket, and then you just, you suit up in the bathroom.
It's not a bad idea. I could be into it. So Logan Paul is like eliminating people, just like hot off the press is eliminating people. And then we get a masked man come in. This masked man has a familiar stature. He comes in, kicks Logan Paul in the stomach, stomps him, reveals himself to be
Seth freaking Rollins.
Seth freaking Rollins has returned to WWE.
Yeah.
Didn't have to use his shoulder too much, so that's probably good because he's recovering from
he's
shoulder
still not
surgery.
cleared yet.
But very exciting to have him back. Paul Heyman freaking out ringside. You can hear him screaming in the background.
This was good. I mean, it's hard to have the cachet that you wanted to have without Braun Breaker being there.
Yeah.
Right.
Regardless of whether he's cleared or not, they had to bring him back because we're losing all the other people in the storyline so quickly. They had to. This might have been rushed for them, but they had to rush it.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely still relevance to it, and it works. It's just it was lacking, like I say, the power that it could have had or should have had. But they did the best they could with what they had to work with.
Yeah,
so
I'm happy to have him back.
Yep.
Cody eliminates Logan Paul. Drew McIntyre then interrupts.
Yeah, of
Everyone's
course.
Interrupting.
Quite the party.
Attacks Cody Rhodes, distracts him. Randy Orton comes to Cody's rescue and RKO's Drew McIntyre.
Cody gives him a crossroads.
Yep.
As he gets up from that, RKO to Cody.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Randy Orton wins the Elimination Chamber.
Off to Mania.
What is happening?
Yeah, but our old pal Nick Aldis is not too happy with Drew's interference, and immediately after Elimination Chamber at the post show says, "You're gonna put that title on the line on SmackDown."
Yeah,
and it's you and Cody. So, reshaping the whole scene a little bit, looking like maybe Cody, Randy Orton.
Yeah.
And then maybe Drew Fatu storyline builds to Mania.
Yeah. Well, there's lots of ways that this could play out. Exactly as you said. They have Cody versus Drew. Does that turn into a triple threat? So it's Cody, Fatu, and Drew? Or do they just leave it Cody and Drew? Either way, I think Cody wins.
Well, you can't take Cody out of Mania. He's still way too big. Maybe next year he's down on the card, but he's Cody friggin' Rhodes. Like, he's gonna be in the big show.
I know what's gonna happen.
Tell me.
All right. This is what I think is gonna happen.
Let's hear it.
We've got Cody versus Drew on SmackDown. Okay. Jacob Fatu interferes, costs Drew the belt.
Yeah.
Allowing Cody Rhodes to win. So then we get Cody, Randy at WrestleMania, and we get Drew and Fatu because now they have even more of a feud because he cost Drew the belt.
Right. And,
we know triple threat, but
Cody and Randy's not the most compelling match ever. But if they do sort of expose Cody as a heel between now and Mania, which we've been thinking they may.
Or at Mania.
Yeah, we're at Mania. There's certain things that have been sort of Easter egging towards Cody being a heel.
Yeah.
At Chamber, he took advantage of Seth Rollins' stomp. So the good guys aren't supposed to do that, right? So, and it's just one of a number of things. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that if at WrestleMania Cody does something heelish, Randy still beats him. Cody can kind of propel into heel mode. Randy gets his 15th title.
Even if you don't find it that compelling, I'm pretty sure this is the night one main event anyways. And we've got CM Punk and Roman Reigns for night 2, and they are getting good and spicy.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, people were talking about how, they should need more time to build something. I think they're doing just fine.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
are destroying each other with their words.
On my Raw notes. Okay. So that was the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
We predicted Cody Rhodes, so we did not get that one. So
1 for 4.
We were 1 for 4.
Terrible.
We didn't even get the crate right. Okay. So Raw, Monday Night Raw. More masked men running amok as the Vision is in the ring.
Yeah. Well, they come out whining right away.
Yeah, I know. They're in the ring.
Getting
masked
that
men.
hot heat.
Masked men are taking him out. They're chasing off masked men, getting out of the ring. We're left with only Paul Heyman in the ring. A masked man approaches him from the entrance area. He's like, whoa, 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 I'm sorry, don't do it. Assuming that's Seth Rollins. But Seth Rollins comes up from behind him with a chair, smacks Paul Heyman, stomps Paul Heyman down.
Bloody in the face.
Yeah.
All chair bruised on the back, I'm sure.
Paul Heyman was getting quite a lot of heat before this, too, just of note.
Yeah, I was saying, that hot heat, he's pulling it right now.
Yeah.
So, the next scene, they're putting him in the back of an ambulance.
Oh, yeah, so that was great. And there was this Austin Theory got taken out.
Jimmy Uso throws him over a crate and then walks up to the ambulance, and the driver is L.A. Knight.
He's like, I'll get him where he needs to go. Yeah.
It was awesome. It was very, I read some people that thought this too. It was a bit of a throwback kind of feel in this segment.
Super
a little
fun.
more Attitude Era-ish.
Yeah.
Felt a little like the Stone Cold days, you know? It was fun.
It was super fun. Super fun.
Yeah.
I loved it. Okay, next note on Raw. Oh, AJ Lee comes out to the ring, issues an open challenge. Blah.
Yeah. I mean,
Just don't like her mannerisms. I'm just not into AJ Lee. Everyone
who's
loves
challenge
her.
Who's coming at her, you think?
AJ Lee?
Natty? Or are they just dropping that like a brick? I feel like she was like talking Intercontinental title picture with Becky there, and then it was just like
I know, yeah.
I don't
That's
feel like it was
gone now.
hitting right.
Maybe Natty though. I mean, it could still come back. Lyra could try to get it back. No, dead. She's dead in the water. You think?
I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll see.
I don't know. We're not sure.
You got the Bellas doing the tag thing.
Yeah.
You got Charlotte and Alexa doing the tag thing.
Yep.
You got the Kabukis. Now we've got the Irresistible Forces is what they're calling themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Lash Legend and Nia. So I'm gonna guess that'll all be a thing. So none of those people are gonna challenge for this. And I mean they're all sort of main event or upper echelon.
Well, and that's the thing is that the other singles for women, we've got either people that are more top tier that wouldn't be going for this belt anyway, or you've got like a big group of people that have already been trying to get this belt. So I'm just not really sure. Like Maxine Dupree, Natty, Lyra Valkyria, Becky.
It's just gonna keep swimming in that.
Like
pond.
I don't know who else there is really. So
yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that unfolds rather.
Next on Raw, we had Logan Paul and Austin Theory attacking Jimmy Uso.
Yeah.
Jey Uso makes a very healthy return.
Yeah, looking good for 2 days out from being incapacitated.
He has crutches. Does not look like he needs them in any way. He's walking around fine, but for some reason he brought crutches with him.
Yeah.
And he and Jimmy used those crutches to attack Logan Paul and Austin Theory. So
yeah. And I'm sorry, but the way that they hit with those crutches, like it was so like
yeah.
They
did both each grab one end of it and ran at Logan Paul, knocked him over the ring.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that I actually thought, that looks kind of neat. But like the way that they each got hit was very dainty.
Yeah, yeah. Next, Danhausen. So we get kind of some promo with Danhausen here. He comes out talking to the Judgment Day, and he curses Dom.
Yeah, I mean, I already didn't like him. And now you've gone and cursed my boy Dom.
Yeah.
And I knew that was going to be a big deal. I said, this is not
right away.
good.
You said Dom's got a match tonight. He's going to lose that match.
Yeah.
He just got cursed. And I agree. There's no reason they would have done that if it didn't have any meaning.
That's right.
So,
They're going to build something around him saying that. So I thought that was obvious. And, you combine that with Penta being the massive rising star that he is right now. And God, they love him.
Yeah.
I feel like this was the right move for now. I think Dom will be one of those guys. He'll get this belt like probably 12 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was one of those times.
It was a great run. We're like a year almost that he's had it.
Yeah. I mean, he lost it for a second
he did.
to John Cena.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he won it back
for
again,
a real quick sec. Yeah.
But it's been a great run for sure.
Yeah. Lastly on Raw, we had the Roman CM Punk interaction in the ring. And this is something you were already referencing, just like the heat between them, the the back and forth they've got going on to build up that tension. And things got steamy.
Yeah, this is one of those things like, you can say what you want about Triple H. And I mean, people do. There's a lot of mixed opinions on this guy. We've been clear about ours. We're Triple H fans. Do I love everything that they do? Do I understand everything that they do? No. But the not understanding brings me back the next week to figure out why.
Yeah.
I'm along for the ride. Good or bad, give it to me. Much like we want you to feel about our show. So, but yeah, I feel like there's, there's a lot of flack for Triple H, but he's come up with a good thing with this CM Punk and Roman Reigns feud. How do you build heat in a match that's just coming out of nowhere?
Yeah.
Well, you get them to say the worst shit that you can imagine to each other. Like things that even you wouldn't expect them to say on a show like, WWE. And they're doing it. I mean, his dad died last year.
Ooh, yeah, it hurt my heart. Yeah. Yeah.
CM Punk, I'm going to bury you next to your father. Oh, man, that's a little soon.
Yeah. Always in those moments, I'm wondering, was that decided upon beforehand or was that, unscripted?
That's what they want you to feel.
Scares me.
Triple H is great at that part of it, right? Blurring those lines.
Even knowing that a lot of it is predetermined or scripted, having you feel in those moments did he wing that? That's harsh. And sometimes that is the case.
I was just gonna say
the Tiffany
and Charlotte.
For
sure, it does happen. So when they do it right, knowing that sometimes it does happen, it leaves you in that place of oh crap, was this one of those times?
Ooh.
So exciting. People might actually hate each other.
This is why we watch.
Yeah.
That was it. That was Raw. So
we're getting there.
We're getting there.
The snowball is building.
Yeah. Road to WrestleMania.
Do we have any PLEs between now and Mania? I don't think so.
We got nothing between now and WrestleMania.
Well, that's the
So-
longest stretch they go without a PLE.
Really, yeah, because it's over a month. There's usually at least once a month that we have one.
Yeah, it's 7 weeks.
Yeah. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Okay, let's get into our first segment here.
Let's. Top of the pop.
Top of the pop.
Nice.
Thank you.
We were talking about this a little earlier.
Yeah.
We were slightly prepared for this.
Well, we had a good selection this week. That was part of what we were saying. That a lot of weeks, it's just so obvious. This person outshone everyone. But we had some good options.
Yeah, it felt like for the first time in a while, there was an actual discussion around who could be the winner. And short list, shout out for Penta because he really caught a lot of pop.
Yeah.
And people seemed very happy that he got that belt. I'm thinking that he's going to probably keep it for a little while.
Yeah.
I think he's kind of a big deal. His merch sales, I hear, are awesome.
He's a big deal, yeah. And he's got that crowd reaction. He's got the gimmick that people love too, right? Like he's got the hand gestures and the walk, and
he was featured pretty prominently on Unreal Season 2 as well. And they don't do that for everybody. So they're obviously trying to, give him some boost.
For sure.
So, but he is not the top of the pop, but he's an honorable mention.
No, but we had two that we were talking about. I think these are the only other two we were talking about, and that was Randy Orton and Seth Rollins.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going with Seth.
Okay. I think we're splitting because I do think there was a huge pop for Seth Rollins, but I think the crowd really popped for Randy when he won. So.
Yeah, they did. The 1, 2, 3 count was real loud, and the pop was quite big. But I think when the reveal happened, I gotta go with that.
That was crazy. Yeah, I can't deny that. But let's split the difference. We usually agree, so let's agree to disagree. Or does there have to be one winner?
We'll break the medal in half. And give them each half.
Oh, we can't do that.
We can't? Oh, well, you seem panicked over it.
Well, I just
you tell me all the time. It's our show. We can do anything we want.
Yeah, you're right. All right. We have a double winner. This week, folks.
It's a tie.
Randy Orton, Seth Rollins, because Kira and I disagree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
As
I'm saying it, I'm feeling like buyer's remorse. I'm like, I feel like probably I should just go Seth Rollins because it was huge.
Buyer's remorse.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You're buying what Randy's selling.
Yeah. And I think he did get a good pop. But as I sit here and think about it, I'm like, you're right, because it was a big surprise. The surprise stuff with the fans gets a huge pop.
That's it.
All right. I'm switching. I'm going Seth Rollins.
All right. We'll put that medal right back together.
Save it up.
Put a little glue.
Save it up. We're giving it to Seth Rollins.
Sorry, Randy.
I know.
Give me that back.
You know what? I love Randy, and I am excited that they are making him even more prominent right now because he is one of my faves. So
yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
How can you not like Randy Orton? He's such a bona fide badass.
Yeah.
He's great.
And he seems like a good person.
He does.
Yeah. I don't know if that's true, but he seems like it.
Well, he does that talking about being a dad stuff.
Yeah.
Gotta love
that. All right.
Yeah,
let's get into the next one. Next segment.
Hottest of the heat.
Hottest of the heat. Ooh,
Caliente.
A little sizzle at the end. That's fun. Good idea. Okay.
Nice. See, ever evolving, folks.
Yeah, we're ever evolving. Okay, hottest of the heat.
Yeah.
What do we got?
I'm going with
Oh, I know what we decided for this one. Yeah.
No, I'm going with PH.
Yeah, Paul Heyman. He got, especially on Raw, coming out on Raw. He before he got smacked and kicked and whatever by Seth Rollins. He got a ton of heat from the crowd upon entry. It was great.
Yeah, they started the show with him, and it was just instant.
Yeah. Phenomenal.
Real hot.
Yeah. Who else did we say for this? Gunther, honorable mention.
Yeah, Gunther's still getting it, for sure.
Logan Paul gets a ton of heat.
And Gunther goes and pulls off Dragon Lee's mask, too. Like, every match, there's something that's just like, man, that guy's an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, it's great.
He's still doing a great job being a heel.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Great.
Okay. Congrats to our winners.
Yes.
Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman. Enemies currently.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I mean, just like that, Seth is back to a face.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, they didn't want to dislike him before.
No.
It was one of those things. It's like you're singing his song.
Yeah.
And then trying to boo
He
him.
was one of these like love him.
Yeah.
Even though he's a heel, guys,
You can't not. He's such a Mike Maestro and just all the good stuff, man.
Yep. Last segment.
Let's do it.
Let's do the last one.
The social.
Huh.
You weren't feeling that one?
I don't like when I can't get a full circle on my move.
Really
I'm still struggling with my mic.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get you like one of them Madonna head mics.
Oh, maybe like Britney Spears.
Yeah, but she didn't use hers. Hers wasn't turned on.
It was for sure.
We'll turn yours on.
yours wasn't turned on.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. But I like that look. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
into it.
We can look into that.
Okay.
Why not?
Why not?
Garth Brooks-ish?
Why not?
Right?
Yeah. I need to be
You
mobile.
can hold a guitar.
I need to be mobile like Garth Brooks,
Yeah,
flying
it's gonna be
around the
great.
stage.
I like it.
Okay. In the social, moving on. A couple things. Okay. First of all, WWE Network. So the WWE Network platform has kind of been rendered non-existent based on global contracts with Netflix, the ESPN thing in the US. But it was still holding on in a few European countries, Germany, Austria, Italy, because of remaining media restrictions or something like that was going on over there. So it was still in existence, but that's ending now. So it will be moving to Netflix for them. So WWE Network will be a thing of the past, just streamed on other services.
Yeah, like, because we have that.
Yeah.
But
We have the channel. Yeah.
it's just kind of useless. It
Yeah.
just plays random.
Yeah.
It's like what MTV turned into.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing anyone cared about.
Yeah, I mean they've got these streaming deals with the various platforms, and it looks like worldwide, globally, outside the United States, just like there won't be a necessity for having anything streamed through any specific channels, broadcast networks.
Right.
Yeah. So,
interesting.
that was of note. Next, a heavily rumored match for WrestleMania, other than the main event matches, is Sami Zayn and Trick Williams. So Trick Williams being fairly new, and kind of the comments on this were, well, he's so new, they won't have him be an event at WrestleMania. But apparently they're extremely pleased with his transition to main roster and how well he can connect with the crowd, the way that his dialogue has been, the way that his wrestling has been. And he's got this thing going on with Sami Zayn. So that's rumored to be a match at WrestleMania.
I mean, good for him getting a match. Too bad it's got to be something that doesn't really matter.
No. And I don't know how they'll work it, why the match is required at WrestleMania, or if there'll be any stakes really. But, they've got to work their way there. So.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Sammy. It's a bit of an odd sitch right now.
Yeah.
Like Fatu just straight up put him in his place the other night. And I'm thinking, like, if I'm Sammy, how am I okay with this in storyline? Like, you just destroyed me.
Yeah.
Like, there's not much going on there. And
no,
they're basically making him look a little pathetic. And I hate to say that. He's a Canadian and, want to love him, but they're not making him look like any kind of threat to anyone.
I don't know. Maybe this thing with Trick Williams will make him more interesting.
Trick Williams looks like he can eat Sami Zayn.
Yeah, he does.
What?
But he is an interesting character to the crowd right now. And maybe a storyline with him will, have some kind of resurgence for Sami Zayn. I don't know. Trick Williams is a heel, so...
I could see this just being something that helps to elevate Trick potentially, but it's just going to continue to bury Sammy.
Yeah.
He's not going anywhere with that.
Well, that's sad. That's sad.
It is kind of, but I mean, Sammy's had a good run. They've been toying with this title picture thing for him, but like, where does that happen?
No, yeah, he's had nothing for a while. Next, Dominic Mysterio posted a story on his social media of him listening to, it was like a video of his radio in his vehicle, and he's listening to Foolish by Ashanti. And he's like, this is how I feel trusting Finn Balor. That was his caption on it.
There we go.
Yeah. So all of that plays right into the whole Dom Finn thing that we've been talking about throughout this episode.
It's begun.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it began a year and a half
I know.
ago. They
like you
literally
said,
fought
so
at WrestleMania last year. Dom won the belt by getting the frog splash on Finn Balor and somebody else. I don't think he pinned Balor, did he? Maybe he did. I don't even. Maybe he might have even pinned Balor, but definitely hit Balor with a frog splash in that fatal 4-way match for the Intercontinental title last year. I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's been a long time coming, but they're planting more seeds. So, lastly on the social, Chris Jericho returned for WrestleMania. Okay, so this is something that you had predicted. I don't know if it was last week's episode or before that. I mean, you've been talking about Chris Jericho's return for a while now, but specifically, you had mentioned that he could be an opponent for Brock Lesnar. I think that was on our episode last week.
Yeah, not like an actual threat to Brock Lesnar, but I feel like he could potentially show up and
answering the open challenge.
Yeah. I don't know how that works for him coming back and looking like, a threat to people, but I don't really know anybody that's going to beat Brock Lesnar. Maybe Obafemi?
Yeah. Well, that's the opponent I said, but I mean, I don't think that's happening WrestleMania. Obafemi, I don't think he's shot up enough in popularity yet, but who knows? But what I will say is that when I go through all of the news articles of all these predictions that people are putting out about anything WWE, and it's interesting because they were saying in this article that, so first of all, Michael Cole mentions Chris Jericho during Elimination Chamber commentary, and just like the intention of commentary. Sometimes like when they plant seeds, it's usually for a reason, especially at a big PLE. Yeah. CM Punk, they said, used a line that people associated with Chris Jericho. I don't know what that line was. I'm not familiar with it, and I didn't have time to look it up. But apparently that was another clue. And then the article suggested as their prediction that Chris Jericho could answer Brock Lesnar's challenge. And immediately I was like, this is what you predicted last week. We've already talked about this. So there's other people thinking that out there. And to me, when we've predicted something and then we read that other people are predicting it, it usually happens.
I would like to see Chris Jericho come back. I don't know that coming back to fight Brock Lesnar is going to make him look great, but we'll see. It could be fun.
Yeah.
I'm here for it if it happens.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, let us know what you guys think.
Yeah.
Do you think that it's going to be Chris Jericho at WrestleMania, or do you have another idea of who Brock Lesnar is going to fight? Let's hear it.
Who's going to challenge AJ Lee?
Yeah, that's another thing we want to know. We don't have any ideas for that yet. Tell us.
Who will all the tag teams be in the women's tag belt picture as well? Like, let's get some conversation happening here.
Yeah, we want to hear it all. You can comment on any of our videos or on our podcast. All of our social media can be found at Poppin' Heat. That's at POPNHEAT. And you can find us on Facebook, Twitter/X, Instagram. TikTok is a big one. YouTube Shorts. I think that's all of them.
Yeah, and you can listen to this and all our other 44 episodes on Apple Music, Amazon Music, Spotify, and Audible. And as always, you can catch the video version right here on YouTube. And
I just learned that our audio podcast is available on YouTube Music.
Right, yeah, YouTube Music. Yeah. We've been invited to join YouTube Music.
I tried to add us to YouTube Music at the beginning of this, and it says, you have to meet all these qualifications. But you and I were just sitting in the truck the other day, and we were available on YouTube Music. So
another one of the cool things, right? Like that email that we got that said congratulations.
We're moving on up, folks.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Still at the bottom.
Yeah, exactly.
But loving every minute of it.
We love it.
Come and be a part of the ride with us, folks.
Yeah. Join the conversation. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you next week.
Yep. See you then. Check back in with us, and thanks for listening, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.